quote, I think we're seeing the collapse of Meghan as humanitarian narrative. Well, I don't even think she was ever a humanitarian. It was just her wanting to do something to get famous on an international level. That's the thing about all that stuff. She never actually cared. We've seen that now. She doesn't actually care about anything. She only cares about getting her name. And that's why all the negative press doesn't matter to her. She only cares about getting her name out there. She only cares about seeing if she can make money off of something. And now with Harry and all the USAID money drying up, she needs to find something else. Isn't that kind of funny how all of this stuff has happened this year? Almost as if they knew that the USAID money was going to dry up as soon as the new president came into office. Kind of interesting. So then this source that told the mainstream media, you simply can't talk about dismantling institutions, advocating for women's rights and humanitarian causes, and then pivot straight into affiliate marketing, influencer style brand placements, and monetizing your own taste. It's the kind of jarring contrast that's hard to ignore. Now, the people that are her fans, they do ignore it. So I think this take is only for people that either like us, that we critique her, like you and I, right? Megs it, or people that are just normal and they're reading into her maybe a little bit. And then they'll say, oh, damn, like she was supposed to be this person that was all about women's rights and now she's in the kitchen. Yeah, exactly. That's the biggest issue with Meghan's whole spiel now is all of a sudden the person that was supposed to be about, women's rights and of course teen girls' rights and all this kind of sexist bullshit. Now she's doing all the stuff that, I guess would really piss off feminists. Like, the hardcore toxic ones where it's like, oh, I hate men. I hate men. It's like, yeah, we get it, scissor sister. All right. The source continued. Meghan has access, reach, and impact. Now, okay, fine, then she does. No. But the strategy right now lacks clarity, consistency, and direction. No, that is absolutely untrue, source. It's very clear what she's trying to do. She's trying to portray this wife, trad wife, garden, home expert, but she's just not that. Why? Because this woman brunches every day and she thinks that, oh, well, I brunch and I'm drunk half the day. So you want to know what? I can totally definitely get this for Netflix. And you know what, Harry, bust out $5 million because we're going to do it. Okay, Harry? So then this goes on. She's no longer blurring lines between personal brand and purpose. She's blowing them up. Well, that doesn't really sound like a critique there at the end, but okay, fine. Blowing them up, I hope you mean that in a negative way, because that's not in a good way. No, not at all, and not in the slightest. This woman her real problem is that she thinks that she can. Now, can she? No. Okay, and I'm not saying that to put her down. Oh, put down women. No, I'm saying it as in your ideas are bad. Like if she was a what do you call it? An up and coming person, right? A business person, she would be told, hey man, you need to come up with better ideas. That's what she would be told. And people with money, they would tell her, hey, As Ever sounds kind of stupid. American Riviera Orchard sounds kind of stupid. Like you're putting stuff in douche canisters sounds kind of stupid. Maybe you need to go to business school and think about this more. That's what people would tell her, real people. But since she's the moron from England's wife and she has all of his millions of dollars, these things happen and we are subject to it.